Right, hello and welcome to the Captain Marek dev stream. I'm Captain Marek and let's play some Armageddon map on the most difficult settings. Welcome everyone to the stream. Welcome everyone who's watching the recording as well. We have actually more people watching the recording than the stream, so it's pretty cool. Today, before I jump into all the things you want to do, we have a problem. So last stream I've ended promising that I will save up all the construction material for our food production, and it ended up backfiring because I was, I let the game playing as usual, kind of thinking I'm gonna have all the construction material. And I came to the game and I had 0 construction parts, both 1 and 2, and I was like, what's going on? Well, it turns out we're out of wood. We are completely, well, now it's raining. We're completely out of wood. All the available wood we had is gone. And without wood, there's no construction parts. And the thing is, wood it takes time. It takes time to ramp up. So what I've done during this preparation before stream, I've quickly erected some tree planting and some sapling farms right here. But it takes a while, right? It takes at least, I don't know, 11 years up to 24 years. I choose to wait only 18 years in this case for wood. So that's gonna take a while. So I have attacked this problem from multiple angles. I've also decided to start digging. Like basically I took this limestone and I decided to ditch it into the ocean because it's emergency. I'm sorry, it's limestone. It's a useful material, but now we have bigger problems in our hands. So I'm dumping limestone in the ocean, hoping I can connect here, and there's a bunch of trees on this island. So that's going on slowly, but surely. And then there was enough. There was not enough, and so I decided to do even more. So I've decided to put mining crew here, hoping that maybe I can reach this plateau and there's a little bit of trees here, not too many, but at least something, right? So that's another thing that I'm working on right now. So that's the status. We are also dangerously running low on iron ore and coal, but we'll always expand those mines. But the wood is the problem. Yeah, let me. All right, so basically now we have no construction parts 1 or 2, so we can't do much. And I was contemplating whether I should wait it out off stream or suffer online, and I've decided to suffer with you guys, so you can see that it's not always a walk in the park. So I didn't want to necessarily hide the issues that arise. So I've decided to stop the off-stream recording or off-stream playthrough and continue here, but we are quite in a deep trouble because of the wood. And the problem with wood is I have no construction parts 1. I can't even make a pipe. I can't even make a conveyor belt. Like if something goes wrong somewhere else, my hands are really tied because basically my assembly machines all used it up. Right, so what I can actually do here, I can pause the belt going out of the storages for now, so we can at least stock up some construction 1 for emergency purposes. That would be nice. I have also something I could deconstruct to help us. I think those old forest towers we can forget. What else we could be deconstructed? This fuel station is not exactly helpful. Maybe for the future. What is this? Oh, some old storage. Okay. All right. So there were a few other things when I was waiting. When I was in the misery of waiting for trees, I've moved their sand mining from there to here. In order to basically remove sand and I can replace it with dirt, so we can have more farm area here. And I could have done just one layer and then replace it with dirt, as I did right here. There used to be a rock right here. But I've decided sand is actually a valuable commodity, so I decided to go all the way to height of 1, get more sand from here before we, put it on the ground and never be able to access it again. That was another thing. Yeah, I'm running the game on double speed, so I'm hoping that these guys will soon. There's a bunch of designations missing. I'm using the leveling designations so I can mine and dump at the same time. Very helpful in these situations. And I think soon I'll be able to allow some excavators to go and get into action. So, by the way how I'm dumping limestone here is I have 2 mining towers set up. And the mining tower is used in mining. It does not have any dumping filters because its area is right here. And then I have second tower, which has allowing me to dump limestone and everything else. And I have assigned the export route. And this way, you will be able to easily dump everything without needing for sorting and other things. So I don't need to sort this. They just dump everything here. And also this mining tower is accepting from assigned only. So my other limestone trucks from other limestone mines will not go and dump here. Because, for example, here we are mining limestone. Those trucks are not going to go and dump it there because they are not allowed to. And also because this tower is also assigned to this sorter. They are kind of, it's double safe. Yeah, I built those little farms. Oh, look, they're starting to cut down the trees right now. That's fantastic. So I guess I've been playing off stream for almost 18 years. A little more probably because this takes time to set up. I've put 2 greenhouses for the tree saplings because greenhouses grow a little larger amount than I was wanting to have as many saplings as possible in a short amount of time. There is fertilizer here. Well, yeah. Except on Twitch is asking if you can ask a question. Of course, you just ask right away. No need to ask for permission. You can always ask questions. Sometimes I am a little slow to notice the questions in chat, so a little patience there. But otherwise, please feel free to ask any questions. This is our solar panel farm. I decided to do a little bit of solar panel. You can see if you open electricity statistics, you can see that our solar panels are doing 10%, over 10% at this point, maybe a little bit. But that's not bad. these guys are slowly... Oh, I think they are done. Let me quickly edit the excavators. And I will still have to give them somewhere to dump their stuff so they can dump it here. The dumping tower has to be expanded a little bit. Oh, there you go. The question is, why do truck suck when it comes to sticking to paths you put down? Yeah, because the paths, I mean, if you do like a concrete stuff, it's really tricky. Pathfinding is tricky. These paths are kind of not meant to be roads, really. We are hoping to do roads in a better way. So now I guess that's the only way you can do roads. And yeah, they don't stick to them too much. It's quite hard because they are quite eager to take a shorter path. And if we did put lots of weight on the surfaces, then the pathfinding might actually get worse everywhere else because they would be a little too eager to path on them. So I would say there is room for improvement probably. So maybe in the next update we can try to play with those weights and try to tweak it so that they are a little more eager but not too much eager. We're also planning to improve pathfinding in general for trucks to allow more trucks, better performance, possibly try to eliminate a little bit of this weirdness in jiggling behavior, which is kind of given by the grid underneath. But there is room for improvement. Yeah, it's a little tricky. The thing is, you call it roads, but they're not meant to be roads. They're just surfaces for the factory, really. And the fact that you use it for roads is kind of not intended because we were planning to do roads in the next update, and turns out we switched to trains. So perhaps it would be a good idea to revisit those homemade roads and give them more love. So I agree, it would be great, and we are aware of this issue, and hopefully we can address it in some way. Yeah. Right. So I'm waiting for the... I'm waiting for these guys. Oh, they are really eager to go through. That's great. It even looks like they are already through. I think they are. All right, so what happens when I get all these three marked? Yeah, I guess the confusion, as you mentioned, Exempt, is that they do have less maintenance. They have like a maintenance bonus for trucks, but they are not meant to be roads. The vision was that you have big factories with a bunch of concrete surfaces. So we wanted to give the trucks some advantage, and we didn't want to further increase speed because trucks are going pretty fast already. So we give maintenance bonus. So I can see that how this can be interpreted as surfaces are meant to be as roads. So there was a little misunderstanding on that part, and as I mentioned, we will look into it and improve it the next update, hopefully, to make it more road-like. Made a wood storage here. I'm not sure if they're gonna use it. Where are you going? Oh, that's right. That's the closest tree. Makes sense. I could even build more tree harvesters. I'm not sure if I should. Where are all my tree harvesters at? We have 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they're all here. All right. A Copa on YouTube is saying that you really want to force trucks on roads. You have to fully enclose them with the concrete vehicle barriers, right? You have to make roads and put barriers next to them. You kind of don't give them any other chance of going anywhere else, which I suppose could be a little bit of work to kind of, you know, you can imagine that I could build all those areas with vehicle barriers. So whenever vehicle wants to go to the storage, it has to take the road. There'll be one way to do it. But if there's no room for that, then yeah, that's a problem. I want to see if where the trucks are delivering the wood. Yeah, they're delivering it exactly as I thought to this. Oh, I see. Yeah, to those who are requesting input, which makes total sense. This is actually interesting. It's an interesting problem. I wonder if I put a forestry tower here. Give it export routes to this storage, and then edit area here and construct it. That would, and assign all the tree harvesters to it. I wonder if that would force trucks. I'm not sure if I need to do this. I haven't actually done too much playing through with the forestry towers. I wonder what would it take to force all the tree harvesters. All right, you go back. That's right. The indecisive guy. Because basically I don't want the trucks from tree harvesters to drive all the way there to deliver the wood. I would much prefer to have them delivered here, and then general logistics just take over. Yeah, you guys did a great job. So maybe I can... is it worth for me to go to those two? Sure. Just while I have the mining crew around. They could. Something like this. Yeah, this has to be dumping as well, so I have to use the double mining and dumping designation. Perhaps give them something to mine. Yeah, like this. Okay, let's see if this works. Yeah. Or what I can also do is to add more trucks to the tree harvesters to give them better chance of delivering. Right, so I can see we already have 1.5k Q1. Not too bad. I think I can unpause belt. And I can also, I see we are full of people. We have 600 workers. can start slowly expanding. Are they delivering the wood here now? I think they are. Missed. The trucks. Oh, they are going to fuel station. Okay, that's fair enough. Oh yeah, truck is delivering here now. All right, so now my last question. It's kind of interesting that I'm not exactly aware of how it works. I should, but if I remove the designation, would they still do the job? Do they need the designation for planting? Right, that's my question. Oh, those excavators are so fast. We have so many of them now. They are just making progress like there's no tomorrow. Alright, so I think they are returning to station, so they do need the designation, which makes it a little micro-intensive to kind of do this setup, which I could do, probably. I could do. I think at this point, I will prefer give them more trucks. Each of them will have 3 trucks. Where's the third one? Here. They're gonna go all the way down there. So this was not a good idea. Maybe that would be interesting thing for improvement to be able to do this setup without designating. We're actually hoping for improvements for make easier to designate 3 areas. Hi Leonardo, some welcomes from Brazil. Welcome. You must have probably like an evening in Brazil, but this point or afternoon. I have a morning. I'm on the west coast of United States, and it's morning here. Quite sunny. Not bad weather. Example is another station if there's a way to stop trucks from being stupid and moving one resource from storage to another storage at the end of the line. Right, so I suppose you have one storage which is output, one storage which is input, and you have connected them with conveyor belts. That's a little problematic. I think you should be able to set up custom routes to eliminate those routes, but this little loop thing is problematic, and I would probably yeah, I haven't hit it myself, so I know exactly what's your setup. If you have storages connected to themselves, like chained storages, that shouldn't happen. We have actually code that prevents I'm not sure if I have any chain storage around. I think I don't even, but if you build storage, right, and if you do this, you build storages like this, and you will say, oh, I want to import corn here, and here I want to export corn. Trucks should not deliver into this chain. The slight issue is when you kind of separate them and you put conveyor belt. Suddenly, they are kind of unaware that this is one storage, kind of. So if you do have this, then I would say do not connect them with conveyor belt like this. If you can avoid it somehow, or try to specify import routes for this storage, kind of limit to not allow import from here, or you can set up export routes depending on what's kind of what's going on. For example, if here you're delivering from a mine, right? Like limestone. You can specify which mines are delivering limestone, and then they should never take it from here at that point, because you specified the only available destination. So that would be how would I solve it if I had a situation like this. I believe the export and import routes should be able to solve the problem. In the future, we might look into detecting this through the conveyor belt, but it's really complex because conveyor belts can split and merge, and once you go into conveyor belt land, it's really complicated to find out those relationships. It's not impossible. It's complicated, but also we need to somehow explain this to players, because maybe they would want to speed up the delivery to actually have the trucks go, but they wouldn't go. So that's an interesting thing. We have potatoes, lots of potatoes. I have made a little storage for potatoes here, so trucks can more efficiently deliver potatoes to settlement. I think we have plenty of potatoes. Since we are kind of low on food, we have lots of people. I will build another potato only food market. We have lots of unity. Yeah, I think I've started delivering. Oh yeah, another thing I've done when I was waiting before I was struggling with wood, I decided to make a little bit of household goods. Fairly easy, glass, steel, and wood. And we have lots of glass. So I was like, oh, we have lots of glass. Why not start making these? So I'm making these, and they're gonna give us a huge unity boost. See, without them, it's barely even, and with them we have +6. So that's a big boost. But then we ran out of wood, so I had to stop. Now we are in the business again, so I think I can even copy this, have it duplicated to have more. So how many we need even? That's a good question. Is there a... We need 44 per 60, which is quite a bit actually. 44 per 60. How many we are manufacturing? 8. Right. 8, 16. Oh, that's a lot. It's 24. Well, I'm not sure if we have enough. That's going to be a lot of glass and a lot of wood. I might have built a bigger wood storage here. Yeah, I think I want to build a bigger wood storage here. Because wood is kind of fluctuating, it's not very steady. I'd rather have a little more. I think our construction parts are steadily recovering, but still the wood is the problem. So I could even give more trucks to those, because now we're actually making the household goods. Well, these guys are... Is it already... Are you guys already there? Possibly. This truck is trying to dump limestone here. Well, I guess there's nothing to dump. Oh well, let's... maybe we can dump a little bit here as well. I have the dumping tower. Just dump here. Now everybody should... Yeah, go there. Yeah, I wanted to assign 3 trucks per each tree harvester. It is 3, or maybe 4. Let's do 4. Because they are really waiting. They're going really long distance. Yes, now they have all 4. And that should do, I think. In the meantime, those trees are growing. So I think that's also a good backup. And I'm not even sure if it's sufficient. I guess time will tell. I'm feeling that this is not enough to sustain our production. So let me perhaps do maybe 2 more towers here. Slight issue that I feel with those towers is that the work area is fairly small if you don't use the entire square. I think these could be also moved to the side slightly. And then add some designations. Yeah, I'd rather have more trees. We can always cut down trees and just, getting rid of wood is easy. However, having not enough wood is really problematic. I'd much rather have excess. Thing is, we're gonna need more planters, which I don't think I have, and I don't have even a vehicle limit for them. I think these are fine, yeah. We're gonna need more planters. So I guess I have to remove or destroy some trucks. Let's just take some random trucks, which are not part of any mine. Or perhaps sand doesn't need as many. All right, 2 trucks. Delete. I'm gonna make 2 planters and 1 harvester. Or I think harvesters are fine for now. All right. Do we have a sickness? Moderate flu. That's right. That's why people are leaving. All right. Potatoes are still full. Well, that's good to know. I could also be upgrading the trucks to be whole trucks and excavators to be mega excavators in the mines to save on vehicle. Right, these guys are done. Do I care about these trees on top? Probably not. I would much rather have them to help with other tasks. Like here. All right, let's build a tower. Destroy these 2 towers, or at least remove all the vehicles from them. If you hold shift, by the way, you can do by 5. You need to click so many times. And I will assign. We have lots of excavators spare. Maybe we can disassemble some of them. All right, so I will have some. All right, so somebody's asking whether import and export function work with dumping a specific product. Yeah, if you specify exporting to a mine tower has certain dumping filters. Those dumping filters will be always applied, right? So if you want only to dump, for example, dirt, then that's you're saying that you don't mean that. So what do you mean? Could I remove a hill from one mining area send it to a second area controlled by another town. So have, that's a complicated setup. Have tower 1 to dump at tower 2, but tower 3, 4, 5, 6 not to tower 2. You would have to specify all the routes. So if you want to have a... So we don't have negative routes, right? Maybe that's something we could add, but basically you cannot, for now, say dump everywhere except there. Right, so we would have to specify, you have to specify the everywhere. So if you do not want to dump at certain tower, you would have to specify the other towers where they can jump everywhere and not, right? So that's, yeah, basically you're asking for negative routes, which I think it's an interesting idea to be able to say, you know, go somewhere or deliver somewhere except there. And I think that would also solve the chain issue, where in the chain, you could say, oh, this first iteration in the chain deliver everywhere except to the last one in the chain, right? And then you would also avoid the loop at all points. So that's actually an interesting idea, yeah. I'm sure it's complicated in terms of the coding because we would have to add a whole new logic of understanding negative routes and incorporate in the code. So that's definitely something that has to be considered and evaluated whether it's worth time-wise. So I forgot to turn on the cat cam. Let me see if I can have a Boba come online. Takes a little setup. Let's see. Oh no, decided that she doesn't want to be on camera. Oh, maybe just other side. Okay, that works. All right, can have some Captain Boba. Captain Coco was not happy to be on the camera today, and also Captain Coco and Boba, they are not too good of a friends. They're okay with each other, but you know, lying on the same table, that would be a no. So I guess showing them at the same time would be fairly impossible. All right. So how is our construction parts doing? Still not enough wood. Yeah, they take a lot of wood. I might even need to add more trucks to the... I think I do. 5 trucks each. Where's the third one here? And our planters, are they... No. Oh, they are. Okay. Planters are now ready. I guess I do not need to assign them per se. I could have used, you know, I guess they're going to be helping each other if I do not assign them. Maybe it's a better option. Let me see if I can, because these are idle now, right? Let me try to unassign them. Oh, we already had 4. I made 6. All right. So I think if I unassign them, they all should just, you know, do the best effort planting everywhere. See if that's right. I think they are going right. Very nice. Yeah, you don't need to assign anything. Even tree harvesters will go I think, help out mining when they're idle with their other things. But now I've assigned the trees to be harvested using this tree harvesting tool, so that it has precedence over any automated jobs. Yeah, Exempt, I hear you. When trucks are going through the entire map wasting fuel, that hurts. I can definitely see that. And you know, we're working on trains, so hopefully when you have like a highway like this, and you would actually want to do the delivery, then you can even make a train line to do that for you. So, but if you don't even want to ship it there, then sure, it'd be great to prevent it completely. They're mining all juicy dirt here. I wish they could actually dump it where it's supposed to go. Actually, yeah, let me, instead of mining the dirt, let me have them work on this area. So I want to use the dirt to dump it there, actually. That'd be great. All right, so let me quickly check. Our coal is doing great. Iron ore is actually kind of running out. It's quite amazing. This used to be a huge mountain. And since I assigned the tier 3 excavators, this mountain is gone. And also we've expanded our steel production a lot. So all the iron ore is being used up. Yeah, the wood is still a problem. You can see construction part 1 is still at 0. We are not delivering enough wood. I wonder if I could assign one tree harvester here to be a little closer, because I think all those trees are mature. Would that be a good play? I'm not sure. Yeah, these guys are way too slow. I thought that, you know, digging like a shallow or narrow ramp through a terrain like this, it's usually a slow process, because only 2 excavators at a time can work on it, because only 2 designations are here available. So I think the limestone basically saved the day. Like this ramp of limestone with, you know, 15 excavators working on it. That would be yeah, that was a good call basically. We have more trees here, but this is kind of high. Like that's hard to get. But is there any more? This one maybe. Okay, there could be. I wonder would be the easiest to maybe make a little ramp here. That seems this is not a great way to make a ramp. Don't follow my. Yeah, I think you want to go down and perhaps mine a little bit here. Go to height 1. Then dump at height 1. I could have done this in the other ramp as well. I would have saved some material, but I guess I was a little in a hurry and I didn't think it through thoroughly. Yeah, this would be probably the best. And here, while they're mining, I might need to give them some dumping designations. Basically. Yeah, that will be the next job, to secure our wood long term. Maybe I can make one more tree harvester. Planting is going well. How many saplings we have? I'm wondering. Okay, we still have some. We are not out of saplings. I think I would also build those sapling storages maybe here and here. Just to fill them up. Maybe these were not as important because they can go to the farms. Yeah. Yeah, so my plan was to hopefully recover from the wood crisis and start building up our farms. However, it looks like that... looks like these guys don't... oh, they have sand, so they want to dump it. Oh dear. So I had to do a similar setup here, which I'm going to allow dumping here. I'm going to allow... oh, actually, yeah, don't do the trucks. I'm going to allow dumping sand. Right, so these trucks, when this gets constructed, which I'm not sure if it ever will. Maybe I have to disable this conveyor belt again to actually fill up construction parts 1. Yep. This is tricky. This is tricky. We are really starved on wood. And maybe we can pause a little bit of construction parts 2. Production, maybe 3 as well. To recover. And by the way, this would be, I think, a great use case for some kind of logic, right? So what I would like to set up, I would say, oh, if this storage is less than 50%, turn off half of these tier 2 to kind of reduce the thing, right? If this is below 25%, turn them off, all them off, right? So I don't end up with 0 on the storage. That's actually a great use case. Sorry, use case for this. I'm always looking for those use cases because some kind of logic system we are kind of we are hoping to have something in the game eventually. And I'm always looking for use cases to be able to develop the system and have it working well, basically. So here we are full on sulfur and we are not processing sour water because of that, which is scary. Because this can stop the entire refinery. Last stream we were short on sulfur, so we quickly built the exhaust scrubber. And now we have too much sulfur. So yeah, I'm not sure. I guess our acid, make it bigger storage. Process a little bit more sulfur into acid, but this is temporary. I think we need overflow. What we can do with sulfur, by the way, we can build a mixer. I think it's mixer. I need planning mode. And you can mix sulfur with limestone into slag to basically get rid of the excess. So I think here would be great excess processing where I can remove any excess sulfur. And I'm gonna need limestone. Do we have limestone anywhere near? We have it here. Maybe a little storage for limestone, not a bad idea. We're gonna import limestone here. And the cool thing is slag can actually go right here where we have a slag storage. So that's being processed in concrete, so that's a great use case. I'm gonna just make 2 for now. And I will do it like this and simply connect limestone here and connect sulfur right there, and I'm gonna say the priority goes into storage. Here we have slag. And slag can peacefully. Oh, that was not ideal. Slag will go peacefully into the slag storage. And ideally it would take priority over the other slag source. And there's no easy way to do priority because I put it directly into the storage. So I can just do this. That would be kind of prioritized because there's 3 more chances to get it inserted than what's here. Hopefully that's gonna work. We actually have a lot of Unity, so we can now quick build. Even construction parts. It's fantastic. Need to import some limestone. Right, so this will actually unblock the processing of exhaust. This will not unblock here. Let's upgrade this for now. Not a long-term solution, but it's gonna... What I was hoping when we process excess here, there's not gonna be as much coming out of here. But that's maybe not how it works. Maybe we have to do the same thing here. Or have an extra sulfur storage that accepts inputs as an extra. This is a little tricky situation. Where are you going with this? Right, this is not what I want. Alright, so no imports. Oh, sorry, no imports. Exports, yes. Same thing here. Yeah, trucks were actually delivering sulfur here, which I did not want. Maybe that's why it was actually full. Alright, that was a star water. I can see our crude oil is kind of not doing well, honestly. Can we research bigger dock? What's on our research? Tomb of Captains, huh? Can do vacuum desalination. Then we have computing and microchips. Yeah, cargo depot. Wait, cargo depot 4. We already have cargo depot 3. Is that right? That's right. We could totally enhance this, and I think we should. Look at the world map. Okay, so ship can go here while we're here. And oh no, we have 120 years left on this oil rig. And our other oil rig has 250. Our third oil rig, okay, third oil rig is a little safer. That's not ideal. But it is what it is. I will need to upgrade this as well, just a precaution. Are there any more oil rigs? Yeah, here. Okay. I think we need to get 2 more oil rigs. Alright, so ship is here. Once it's unloaded, I will remove everything, rebuild bigger. Yeah, construction parts 1 is slowly increasing. Construction parts 2 and 3 also. And it's all because of wood. This is really far to mine wood, by the way. This is not the greatest. I think I will assign one harvester here to start cutting down this forest, because it's like it's half the distance from there. Yeah, we have a bunch of saplings. That's great. Yeah, planters are planting. All right. Oh, coal mine. All right. It's good. Yeah, so I'm not sure if we even get to actually this one. Oh, it's done? These guys are fast. Okay, let's help with maybe with the rocky part. I think I don't need as many excavators here. I can disassemble some and maybe make 3 harvesters instead. This crew is really 1, 2, 3. Let's remove 3. The thing is, I don't know which 3 are removed. That was not a smartest. I should have let them assign and then just scrap them directly. That's better. All right, see them all assigned. And I'm gonna say, I don't believe I'm scrapping excavators. That's you would think always better to have more excavators, but I think at this point the mega excavators in the mines are doing so well. You don't need any other. All right, these guys are actually also finished. Oh, that's nice. So, and actually those trees are really close to storages. So I would say let's make 1 more tree harvester. And once this is finished, it's gonna go to the closest tree, and guess what? The closest tree is gonna be right here. Yeah, I don't think it's worth foregoing those trees on top. This is done. I don't think I need anything more from you guys. So you're gonna be dismissed. Those trucks can return to logistics. All right. We have lots of potatoes. I'm gonna make another market for potatoes. Because still we have only 7 months. By the way, this 7 months only accounts for the markets. It doesn't account for any other storages around the island, which, yeah, it's sometimes people are not aware of that. They have a bunch of storages and they think that they have lots of food, but it still shows low number. That's because of it only accounts for the markets. All right, so can we go here? We can't. Ship is damaged. Oh, okay. Please repair. 200 steel. Oh, wow. All right. That's a little expensive. At least we get some electronics from there. Right, so here, while waiting, let's finish the blueprinting of this crazy build. Remember last time I said it's from JD Place, and he has this amazing build, which I want to try out, incorporate into my thing. So I think waste processing is what we did last time. Yes. So medical was the last. Which way? This way. Ooh, it doesn't fit actually. It's a little longer than that. Oh dear. Right, let's not do here. Let's dump here. Yeah. Let's do that. And here now we have the space for dirt. So I was waiting for this actually. So now I can say dump dirt all the way here. This is going to be 100% dirt because it's under influence of only this tower. And it only allows compost and dirt. Yeah, Exempt has a 10 storage for max of potatoes. Yeah, I know. Potatoes are easy to grow. We're actually thinking about implementing some spoilage feature. So if you stock up on crazy amounts of food in storages, it's going to go bad eventually. But it's tricky. It's a little tricky to implement. So we decided not to do it. So you can stock up as many potatoes as you want and they're going to last forever. Which is probably alright. I would still maybe like to see on Admiral difficulty or some higher difficulty to see some more interesting thing about wooden spoilage. Alright, so tree harvester is already constructed and it went right here. I'm gonna give it 3 trucks to him. That's it. Should be enough to supply wood. We are still low on wood, so 4 tree harvesters might not be enough for our island. Somehow I was mining the entire island out of wood and I never had issue. I think it was because basically tree harvester works so much ahead of the need that they stockpile so much wood. Never realized how much wood is necessary to sustain ourselves. Right, the ship is nearly empty. I'm gonna expand it, make it bigger. Hopefully it's gonna be a quick change. So there's gonna be a depot. I'll connect the same port for fuel. And then I'm gonna make... Did I make large modules? The bigger modules, the faster emptying it is. Which modules we had before? I think before we had small modules, so I think medium modules would be fine. This pipe is going to be bottleneck, right? So maybe I can make another pipe. Eventually it's going to be 8 modules. So first 4 modules have 1 pipe. Then next like that. And here let's do crude oil for all of them. You can probably copy new ship coming up. I think I can even reduce the speed because now we are bringing in 50% more. That should help. Also faster unloading. Can we deliver the cargo for the oil rig upgrade? Oh, we have some settlement actually scheduled up. Which one is it? We are upgrading settlement, but I don't know which one it is. Oh no. Not this one. Oh, this one. Yeah, this whole, world map user interface and world map user experience is a little shaky, and that's because it's unfinished. Welcome to early access. We didn't have time to finish and polish up this world map yet, and it's gonna come eventually. We are well aware of that. This is not a experience up to our standards, so please bear with us while we are working on things, and we're gonna definitely improve it and make sure it's all polished, and things like I don't know where I'm supposed to deliver things not gonna happen. So that's it's temporary. All right, our potatoes are still full. Do we have infinite amount of potatoes? What's going on? Yeah, we do. I guess those whole trucks are holding potatoes. Yeah. All right, ship deliver cargo to settlement. I did that because I wanted to have a adoption. Basically, I want to be able to adapt population, right? I want to be able to have more cargo here. Oil rig. That's our next. Yeah, regarding the food spoilage, the problem is exactly as you mentioned, that you have to track every food, and that's impossible. Like every unit on conveyor belt, every truck, every storage would have to track it. And as the game is meant it now, there'll be a crazy overhead of storing this. The products on conveyor belts are very optimized, so we can have lots of them. You can imagine there's tens of thousands of little products, and if everyone would be tracking some kind of time, and then when time expires, they would turn from, potato into food waste or something, or spoiled food. That would be really tricky to do. So it's not impossible. Again, it's just a matter of where we put our time in, and things like trains and perhaps the world map is more important to us than having a food spoil. So you can enjoy your food to be lasting forever for now, and it's not as high priority, right, as a feature as anything else. Those trucks are doing a good job, but they are going into sand a little too much, perhaps. Let's me reduce the area. No? This is not the tower? Is the other one? Yes. All right, our construction parts are doing better and better. Here we are half storage or third storage of 1, maybe half of tier 2, a third of tier 3. Tier 4 we are not using as much, so I only have one machine working on that just for future. And once we start building things like nuclear reactors, those parts would be in high demand. Also, I want to unpause our labs, which I paused before due to Unity problems. Now we have the household goods, which are giving us lots of Unity. No problem with Unity. We can even put more edicts, perhaps. We have growth boost, which we don't need even. We can do truck overload would be a good thing to do. I think recycling is also saving materials. And I'm leaving it there because we might be fluctuating plus and minus depending on how these guys are doing. And I think I want a bigger storage here as well. because now I learned how many we need. Let me just invest in proper storage solution here. We can do it this way. It's not wood, this is household goods. Because I'm just asking, where are we adding mega hauler? I thought this is mega hauler, no? The whole truck. Is there anything more mega than that? This is pretty mega. No, no, you think that we need an even bigger one? Oh, for items. Oh, you would like to have this one for unit products, so you can. Yeah, that's. You could do that. It's complicated. It's complicated. First of all, you know, in real life, those are not usually used for hauling unit products, so it's not very realistic to have them. They are too big, too tall, right? Hard to unload, hard to load. So that's not realistic. I think we would rather have other ways of hauling large amounts of materials long distances, like the trains, for example. So far, we are not having any immediate plans to have those to transport unit products, but they can change. But I think trains are probably going to be used more if you want to haul. For example, I would like to haul household goods, right, all the way to the settlement over there. And I think that would be a great train line. Trucks are more convenient, that's true. So basically, they can go from whenever, you know, more easy to set up and more easy to have. I also think roads, once you have roads and highways and, you know, things like this where trucks can go perhaps faster and more efficient, less maintenance, less fuel, things like that, that would also probably help. Maybe even bigger trucks, but not like mega, like hold it, but maybe longer, or, you know, having like a road trucks basically, which are longer, would be a better fit for unit cargo than haul trucks, I think. Yeah, Copa is saying that mega haulers are coming next update. It's called local trains. That is right. Yeah, trains. I think when you set up a good train network, it can be quite versatile because, you know, once you connect a station to a network, the train can go anywhere on that network. So if you have good strategic station locations, you can actually cover quite a lot of different trips on that train network. So I'm looking forward for that. I think this is going to be fantastic. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 8 is 56. That should be enough, right? Should be enough for our needs. 56. Should. And I probably should make a storage here. Which have trucks. The thing is that something is further away. The trucks might not have enough throughput to deliver fast enough. That's my slight worry. Or have multiple household good modules. That's, I guess, a short-term solution I can also do. I think this excavator actually needs less trucks. There's 2 trucks waiting. Maybe just 4 will be enough. So this harvester. Brendan is asking how renewable resources are in this game. Well, depends what resources. Natural resources like iron ore and coal and copper. Talking about coal, are we okay with coal? I'm always scared about coal, and coal is fine. Well, they're not renewable in a way that you can't get more mountains to spawn anywhere. And once you mine the mountain, they're gone. However, that's not the end of the game, right? So how you get more resources is you start trading, you start doing contracts. So for example, if I would like to have more iron ore, I would start trading vehicle parts. And if I need something else, I can trade like copper for lab equipment, for example, limestone for construction parts. So there's gonna be more trades. I haven't even found all the settlements, I think. Yeah, for example, this one is not explored. Deliver cargo. Right, so you can play indefinitely. There's multiple people already set up islands which they are basically sustaining themselves without any, like, forever, basically. So you can always get something, you can get coal by burning wood to make charcoal, but that's really ineffective. It needs lots of area. So you can choose whether you want to either import coal or burn coal or try to not use coal at all, which is, I think, mostly possible. Currently, our biggest coal hog is the power plant and the furnaces, but you can make arc furnaces that use electricity. You can make nuclear power plants to not use coal there. You can use CO2 instead of coal to make graphite. Do we do graphite here? Graphite needs coal? I don't even... Right, yeah, you can replace this as well. So there's lots of ways how to kind of get around it. You can basically just switch around your production. You can use hydrogen instead of diesel in cars to not be reliant on oil. Or you set up an oil import contract instead, right? It's lots of options. And so in this way, resources are kind of renewable, that you can always get them if you want them. It's nice. You will not get stuck. And also, this map is so big, like running out of the actual resources in the map, you would have to play probably more than 100 hours to actually mine everything out. And I'm sure you can, finish the game twice over, finish all the research and stuff, and then still not be done with all the resources in the ground. Because I'm just finishing up this iron, and I haven't even scratched this iron. Maybe it's gonna be my next one. And there's a huge copper mountain right here. And if that's not enough, there is Iron Mountain here. There is Limestone Mountain here. Copper Mountain, another one. Another iron here. There's so many. Huge coal underneath this big hill, by the way. I can show you that there is a huge, I think like 30 tiles deep coal, basically. So yeah, I think for 99% of players, the resources are kind of infinite. If you really want to go above and beyond, then sure, you're gonna have to start importing or doing something else. All right, let's mine this hill, and hopefully we can also export to this tower for the dirt. And here, let's not dump dirt. How does that work? If I do this, if there's a mixed cargo with dirt, it's not gonna work. Let's try that. Maybe they're gonna get stuck. reason I need this removed because I have some chicken. I need some chicken processing here. Which reminds me also, I cannot, let me see. Chickens. They look like this. Now, it's really, really long. And I don't like that. However, I think I can just build it twice next to each other. Just use the width. I think I want to do that actually. Let's see if that's something I could do. To build 2 chickens. And then 2 chicken modules basically. And then do the rest. Right, our construction parts after hour and a half are finally recovering. I think I can finally start pausing some of these. Right, the storage now actually has excess coal, excess wood, sorry. Yeah, I have it set up such that there's always more processing for the lower tier than for the higher tier. So even though they're all running 100%, they're always going to be excess of all parts. Because you can see there's tier 3 machines here. There are only less tier 3 machines on the way up. So there's an excess of 12 and 24 parts per minute, basically. And I can even increase the excess by upgrading those lower tier machines. Daryl is asking whether household goods deliver more unity than Captain Tomb. Oh, for sure. 100%. Captain Tomb will give you maybe, I think, half unity and maybe a 1 unity or something, or 2 or something. Something like single digit, like 1 or 2 unity. Household goods have a percentage multiplier for the entire settlement, right? So you can see household goods is currently giving me 3 unity. And it also multiplies basically plus 50% compared to not having them for the entire settlement. So totally, I think it's 6 unity probably in total. What's household giving me? So that's, yeah, that's uncomparable for Captain Tomb. Captain Tomb is more like a supporter edition, little like a 1 extra unity for support, but it's yeah, household goods definitely much more powerful in terms of unity delivery. Because of this bonus mostly, and even without the bonus on its own would be already better. So if you're looking for more unity, definitely do household goods. It's definitely giving you more unity. Yeah, household goods are really glass hungry. So I'm having, fortunately, I'm having the tier 2 glass makers, which are really powerful. They are making 72, which also, by the way, oh yeah, I do have tier 2 conveyor belts here, yeah. If you forget to build tier 2 outputs, they're not going to even be able to output fast enough. I have done that. That's good. How is our sulfur doing, by the way? We have set up the sulfur thing a while ago. Okay, we have some little excess sometimes, and slug is getting consumed here. All these guys be perhaps constructed. Okay, that's good. So extra sulfur being consumed. How about sulfur here? Right. It's okay. Our sour water is doing better. Our diesel is not doing better though. Our ship, I think I need to increase production at this oil rig maybe in 4x. I think because the ship is not be able to pick up. This is 440. 440 times 6. It needs 2600 and it does not have that. So I think now the bottleneck is basically the oil rigs on the world map. Did we lose this battle? I forgot to check. Probably, right? Because I sent them there and then we lost. Ship was repaired. I'm not paying attention. I'm used to winning. All right. Well, let's try some easier opponents. This one is 470. This should be easier. Oh yeah, I already. Yeah, I've unlocked the Tomb of Captains. I could build it. I'm not ready yet. I was also wanted to build the maintenance statue. Maybe here would be a great location. It won't, because I need to go underneath for the gas. I've done this crazy intersection and I have no way of going under anymore. Maybe I can make another bridge right here. Just for the fuel gas. It's not an ideal. Be here. Then build it here. I think this is fuel gas, right? It is. Alright, let's build it. The cool thing about Statue of Maintenance is it gets a global maintenance reduction bonus. Is it 5%? 4%. It's 4% and each consecutive statue gives you half of that. So first is 4%, second is 2%, then it's 1%. I mean, I'll take it. 4% for 2 fuel gas per 60. Seems right. This one was alright. I was thinking I want to try this one again because I really want the oil rig, honestly. I might need to upgrade this oil rig even more. This one runs out. I need more oil. Interesting times, interesting times. Yeah, are we doing fine though? We have full diesel, so no need for panic. But I would like this storage to be full, honestly. Maybe I can put alert, notify if less than 25%. Yeah. Yeah, let's build this statue. I also have a great Unity cap for 308. That's awesome. Lots of stored Unity for bad times, basically. Question: is the vehicle fuel saver? Does it work on hydrogen vehicles? I think it does. I think fuel saver would work for all vehicles. I wonder if we have. Yeah, I think it does. Maybe it's a good thing to turn on. I'm not sure. Maybe I should because of the oil, right? You're having some good points. I wonder if overload trucks is better than fuel saver or not, because this will give me extra 20% of, or 15% of cargo, but extra maintenance. Maybe fuel saver would be better, and maintenance saver. I think so. Let's do that. Let's do fuel saver, maintenance saver. Because this is maintenance saver is global, it's for everything. Then fuel saver is only for vehicles. For ships, there's a separate thing. You think I know? You know, the game has, I think, over 500,000 lines of code, and we've been working on it for over 8 years. It's impossible for a human to exactly remember every single feature there is. The game is honestly so complicated that those little edge cases, whether something applies for something or not, it's impossible for anyone to remember. None of our team would be able to answer all the questions about all the details of the game at this point. And I think that's normal to be like this in any big project, right? I mean, this, you know, the amount of complexity, and it's been changing. It's not like it's been like this forever. For example, there are multiple things which I remember one way, but then I realized there are other way. And that's because I, for example, implemented them one way and I remember that. And then my colleague improved it and changed the implementation, and I was not remembering that. So it's really hard, and that's why also sometimes I struggle with my own playthrough. Like I ran out of wood because I didn't realize. You could say, "Oh, you should have known better." Well, maybe I should, but also it's just too many things to keep track of, right? And that's also a nice thing about this game, that it is very deep and very complex, and you can indulge yourself into it, and just play, the way to kind of react on things and things. So I think it's great because there's no, first of all, there's no one best way to do things. Oh, did I block this? Oh, I did. Oh no. Sorry, I was explaining my everything, but I blocked trucks. Trucks have more importance than explaining how the game is complicated. Yes, this is better. Yeah, so basically the long story short is the game is complex, and it's complex to the point that I think no one person can know every single detail, how it exactly works, and things, because it's changing and because it's different people done different things. So one reason I'm playing this with you guys on the stream like this is also because I want to feel the game better, understand the balance. After every stream, I'm making notes of what could be improved. And eventually we're going to go through the notes as a whole team. And we're going to see if there's anything we could improve. I made tier 3 pipe here. Very nice. Tier 3 pipe for 2 per 60. Makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, so this it's interesting things. And I don't blame you thinking about, hey, you wrote the whole thing. Why don't you understand it better? And I just want to explain that the reason why is that because it's just too big at this point. And I think if you ask for a developer of any other game, deep and complicated like Captain of Industry, you'll probably find the same thing, that they know lots of things, but they don't know every single detail about every single thing in the game. And if they do, well, then that's, I guess, they have a great memory. But it's really hard to comprehend, not comprehend, to remember all those details. Can we rename the old platform? Yeah, I don't even know. I think you can. Yeah, you can. You can rename them. This one should be renamed to be Dead Man Walking because it's nearly gone. Yeah, where's the ship? Is this not enough? Do I have to make it go more often? I'm a little worried now because I can see this mostly empty. Our ship is arriving. Yeah, I think it's still picking up the speed of the mining. Let's try this one, battle it again. Let's see what happens. Alright, so these guys are done with this part. I would like to dump this. So they actually dumped all this as well. That's very nice. So my assignment would be maybe remove this. Oh, this is actually even here. Oh, okay. Okay, not this way. This way, perhaps. Yeah. And do not dump it here. Do not dump it here. I want everyone to make sure this is filled up. All right, the storage. Chicken. I'm gonna make sure I'm in planning mode. I do not want to start building this yet. We are in battle. Exciting battle. Let's see if we win or lose. Is this connectable? I think it is, yeah. All right. Right. So I think if I do this, it should be basically equivalent. Maybe if JD ever sees this, I wonder if that's the case. And actually, I would prefer to have module like this than the long one. I guess in this case, because every other module is kind of not too longer than that, and suddenly these chickens were like double or triple the length. That kind of doesn't fit the kind of rectangular bounding box. And then we have the medical. Oh, waste processings, right? I deleted that last time, so we had to reattach. Waste processing. Oh, there was some... I saw some... What is that? Did I mess up something? Lose lift. Oh no. What are these guys doing here? I don't know. Ooh, I think the lifts were meant to connect to the next one, but since I have connected them directly, I might need to just do this. Is that true? I hope so. I also think that I needed only 6 chicken, not 8. I might not need the last row. We'll see. All right, so this waste, and then the medical. Medical's gonna come on like this. All right, so we really need to dump this. Maybe here. A few more tiles. And this guy's gonna provide all the material for that. These guys are idle. Let's dig into this part. Maybe a little bit of this to clean it up. And here. All right, so how was our battle? Ooh, yes, we won barely. Very nice. That's great. That's gonna be an expensive repair. Bad. 400 steel. Oh yeah. Do we have lots of steel? Is steel a problem? Oh no, steel is not a problem. That's great. Plenty of steel. I want to look at our pollution since we did this. Yeah, it's not that visible, huh? I guess we've done some pollution, air pollution cleaning, but we increased our production so much that because the pollution didn't increase, that's nice, but didn't decrease. I guess in this area probably it did. Yeah, I think here we've done it probably here, and then it was steadily increasing afterwards. Yeah, all those furnaces are connected to this exhaust processing system. Even these, I think. Yep. All these furnaces are carrying the exhaust to this exhaust scrubbing station. Even the power plant. I was also hoping to replace the power plant with the new enhanced turbines to save on coal. Maybe in the future. I can remove this. That was a template for the first block, and we already have the first block. What I've done, I've upgraded the cooling tower. You can see those concrete squares. There used to be smaller concrete towers, cooling towers, and I've replaced bigger ones because they are 50% more effective. So free water. Always good. Water is always a precious resource. All right. All right, so I think today I'm just gonna wait a little more for the construction parts. Oh, look at that. Construction parts 1 is nearly full. Maybe we can start constructing some kind of first parts of this. So we have actually plastic here, which we have here, so we don't need that. Storage. In fact, this conveyor belt, it's a great candidate to reconnect to to the plastic storage right here. Where is it needed even? Right here. Is this the first one needed? I think so. Oh no, I just did something else. Mistake. Mistake happened. Is it this one? This is scary. I just want to know. Yeah, it's over there. So I'm just gonna make a little vehicle ramp right here. No, I want to keep it in line actually. How do I make it in line? It's 3 squares above the stick line. Something like this. And this is tier 2 belt. So our plastic is gonna connect. It's not possible to connect actually from here. That's very interesting. So I have to go all the way around, I suppose. That's an interesting problem to have, but all right, that's fine. All right, so there's plastic. And then we have salt. And salt we have right here. So again, we can remove this. And salt is coming in right here. I think in a similar manner. We can use... I wanted to say we can use the same ramp. But we're going to make a separate ramp. And salt... Which conveyor was it? This one? Copy the tier. And it's gonna be right here. Which is a salt belt. Right here. Got it. This was the salt belt, right? Perfect. And this comes basically when I was talking about last time, when you took somebody else's blueprint and tried to adapt it to your factory, the difficulty is to kind of incorporate, connect it to your other inputs, kind of, you know, if you're coding, you can do, you can use some third-party library, but the problem is to kind of hook it in and use the APIs correctly. So that's what I'm doing right here. I think everything here could be transferred. So actually sulfur. Oh, sulfur is just here. It's just for the tofu. Is this tofu? Okay, it's here. Just 2 tofu, is that enough? I guess we can always add more. So I definitely need sulfur to bring it from here. Yeah, Copa's saying that the day of 64 are gone because back then a single person could have known everything about computer in the game, and these days are gone, and that's very true. At the same time, at those days, they would never be able to do something like this, right? It's a trade-off. You might not understand every single thing, but sometimes if you take those subtractions, you can make something much bigger than you would be able to do if you were to understand everything. So that's interesting thing that, you know, historically, it's true that nowadays, you know, not everyone understands everything, but this hyper-specialization allowed us to have things like, you know, supercomputers in our pockets, basically. Back then, absolutely impossible to think about something like that, but now we take it basically as granted. And I took as a granted I would be able to pipe the sulfur. That's not enough. Maybe I can actually use... Tofu uses such little sulfur, I think. I don't need too much. Yeah, it's so little, like basically nothing. So I can maybe use this belt. Or even continue here. Yeah, continue here. Continue here. This ramp could have been a little... Oop. I'll redo it. This ramp could have been the other way around. If you hold shift, this guy's gonna go always straight. Sometimes like to use that feature to not worry about the snaking effect. Can we fit through here, or is that a... Oh, through there. Well, I guess we can. Why not? Let's make it little spaghetti. I am not against spaghetti. I'm all for it. We only need to put it right here. And I see JD has a tier 2 belt for sulfur. JD, what's that? You have 1.5 sulfur per 60. You have tier 2 belt for that? Waste of resources, man. Ah, those third-party libraries. Wasting my materials. Look at that. Tier 2 belt everywhere. Well, that's the disadvantage, right? It's not as cool as you would make it yourself. But, oh, yeah. But hey, you can't complain because you didn't... I didn't make this whole blueprint. That would take me hours. So I'll take some inefficiencies here and there. And limestone. Let's see how we can pipe that one. Let's go through this maze. Oh yeah, right through it. I think here, why not? I think I'm totally fine with having it here. Perfect. And just for good manners, I can... Is this the wrong... Oh, I'm sorry. This is the wrong direction. I see it now. I have connected it... Oops. Not here. Yeah, this belt, I've connected it to the input, right? Not the output. Yep. It was a mistake. It's all right. So I have to take it from here. Can I go here? Oh yeah. Perfect. Maybe make this bigger. The salt can be also bigger. Why not? All right, and then water. Well, water is a little tricky. The storage is good. However, it is also heavily used. This is basically water for our entire factory. I am little inclined to branch off water for food from the delivery pipes, actually, from here. I think I would like to do that, yes. All right, so water needs to go. Good thing about pipes, they're so easy to snake in because they are so flexible. So I just point wherever I want them to be and they're there. I'll keep the storage actually. Oh, actually I am supposed to use this connection, right? I just realized because there's a priority. Thank you. Right. So I'm going to connect here. There was a priority from there's some water recovery. I'm going to use that feature. All right. Well, this is all hooked up actually. All hooked up. And we are getting more and more construction parts. We have lots of warnings that I was ignoring, by the way. I'm sorry for. Oh yeah, coal. That's a problem. What would be the best? I think while those guys are here, we can dig into this mountain a little bit more. Yeah, that's a danger when you are building something up and then suddenly coal is running out. I can see that. These guys have sand in them. Sand and dirt, I assume. Yeah. Well, let's add in dirt as a potential dumpable product. That should unblock them. Hopefully. Eventually. Let's see, sometimes it takes a while. They are little. Oh, and copper. They're kind of through our little canyon here. All right. Let's do copper. What else? Yeah, our power plant is running out of coal. Hopefully they're gonna quickly resume supplies. Oh, I see. I didn't do this. Maybe now? Oh, sorry. That was the wrong tower. I wanted to do this tower right here. Now they go. All right. Makes sense. Yeah, so I guess we solved our food crisis. We still have unlimited amount of potatoes. And I would say next week, I would just want to just like unpause this whole thing and just let it build. So just for information, it's currently 10,000 construction part 3. So we are not even close, not even quarter. And so these machines have to work overtime in order to do what we need them to do. Our tree harvesting crews are also working overtime. So I hope maybe this time when I leave the game running for an hour before stream to stock up on those construction parts a little bit. Hope we're not going to get into this potential issue with running out of construction parts completely. Oh, look at that. Our oil is also doing great. Yeah, can we end the stream at no warning signs? That would be awesome. So what's going on here? Yeah, you can't reach destination, huh? I guess I don't know where you were trying to go. All right, so let's see if we can solve the low supply of coal real quick. Yeah, I've actually put 2 sorting stations here. Because one haul truck actually fills it like halfway. So 1 sorting station is not enough. Definitely. We also might want to redo the entrance to this mine so we can mine out. What you can see, by the way, I mined out too much and the ramp collapsed and it trapped everybody inside of the mine, which was, yeah, it was little crisis. Don't have it on stream, unfortunately. It was while I was waiting on the trees. So what I have to do, I have to quickly designate dumping to dump some rocks to save everyone inside, and yeah, that took some time. And fortunately, I recovered. But that's this is one little thing that when you're digging, basically having a ramp into this mine is not, I would say, the best. What I would like to do is to have a ramp kind of going along the mine, down, and then turn into mine. I think that would be much better than like a straight into mine this way. Maybe I can kind of demonstrate what I'm thinking. I'm thinking something like maybe 3 wide. Something like this, essentially. Maybe even moving into the mine slowly sideways like this. What's the... Okay, so we are at 14. That's really deep. Maybe we can... depending how the coal is... Yeah, there's a little bit of coal over there. That's perfect. Go down to... Not sure how much. Even more, right? How many more tiles there is? Oh my god, so much more. All right. So maybe we can even turn around. Having go to minus something reasonable. Maybe minus 10. Then have a little turn around. And continue down. Like this. It's just my thinking, you know, it's this is always a little fun thing you can do trying to design a mine entrance. So actually minus 14 would be exactly here, right? Perfect. Yeah. Then we can mine all this and more. So oh yeah, right. So they now all gonna go and dig the dirt. Oh jeez, okay. Sorry guys, this is not work for you. This is work for this crew, I think. This crew that's only doing it's no mining, just landscaping crew. That's the word. Yeah, and basically here, what's gonna happen on those belts, I have to connect all my future farms. So next episode, once we're gonna be building this, I'm just gonna delete the farms and make them in nice neat rows and put everything on conveyor belts. And the cool thing about the design is it doesn't matter what goes on what belt. It kind of takes mixed thing and kind of sorts it out along the way. So we're just gonna connect a bunch of belts with a bunch of farms and don't worry too much about what's on what, and that should do it. I wonder where's potato. Here, potato storage. I wonder what are they used for? For chips, I think. Is it used for chips? Potato chips? Yes, snacks. Potato and corn is actually used both for these. Which is nice. We used to be making chips before, and now we canceled because the chip production was right here. We need to make space for this crazy food setup. That's why it's gone now. You can see Captain Boba was sleeping the whole stream. It's alive, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah. No, she needs to catch up. As I always say, the 20 hours per day sleep, not an easy task to do. You need to try to sleep every time you can, because you need to get to those 20 hours. Otherwise, it's going to be grumpy. Then, I even gave her breakfast and she didn't. I think she ate before. Skip breakfast. Rather sleep instead. Leon is saying, yeah, podcast. You also want to sleep 20 hours a day, Leon? Yeah, that'd be nice, isn't it? It's tough. Yeah, you have to sleep every time you can. Just wake up, eat, and then go back to sleep. You know, then wake up, go to bathroom, go back to sleep. You know, wake up, take a shower, and go back to sleep. Tough life, huh? Yeah. Fortunately, we have automated feeders, so cats eat whenever they want. You know, middle of the night, doesn't matter. They do not meow at us for food because they know every time they want food, just go and eat. Fortunately, cats do not tend to overeat. I know I've heard from dog owners that you have to ration dogs. You cannot just give them unlimited food because they will just eat it all. But cats, some cats at least our cats, if you just give them food, they're gonna stop eating and leave it for later. So that's kind of nice. So they always gonna eat from those automated feeders, and we also give them wet food, which obviously cannot be automatically disposed. It has to be in a fridge once opened. So yeah, our coal is slowly recovering, I'd say. Yeah, those trucks are trying to reach somewhere. Oh, they're trying to go for the farms. I see. Well, like just don't. That's all right. Yes, I can remove these. Potato, yeah. Yeah, so I think only 2 warnings left, and I think I'm happy to end it there. So I'm looking forward for next stream where we give this a go. We have 2.6 construction parts. Let me see how quickly. Right, so we have except me building storages and stuff, we have a quick, nice, steady increase in the quantity. I can see the total production is okay, so it's 252 roughly, 252 per year. So if we need 10k, that's a lot of years, like 40 years or so. Back then we might be out of, no, we're not gonna be out of oil yet. Still 100 years, that's plenty. All right, well with that, Leon, make sure you get enough sleep, okay? Maybe not 20 hours, that's maybe a little excessive, but at least 8 hours a day would be nice. I try to, sometimes hard to do that, especially when you're working until 3 a.m. working on trains, and then you have stream at 9 a.m. So that's impossible to do that, but maybe I can catch up on that tomorrow. All right. With that, thanks very much for joining in, and I hope to see you next week when we're gonna build this monstrosity of a build. See you next time. Bye.